So are we all looking at the same page?
Can you see my screen?
I see the governing board agenda, but
Okay, so I'll scroll up to the list of
There you go.
bills.
okay.
If that is that okay with you, Michelle? If that's just how we do it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is there anything unusual on here, Michelle, or anything we should take note of?
You can see there's hardly any bills at all. Most of them are pretty standard bills. The only thing that's different this month is the post office box. That's an annual fee. So that's not something you see very often. And these are the bills from September. The October bill, because we didn't have a meeting in September. And then there's also bills for October. So I don't know if you guys want to do two different motions. Well, if you do two motions or if you just want to approve them together.
I think we can approve them together. In the past, I think we've done either or.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay, on this one, you will see at the very top, it says Adams Board Council Manager. That's the time, 10 hours a week between Danielle and Veronica. It's an average of their salary for an hourly rate, and this covers through the end of September. And then you'll see there is still an asterisk on the list of bills. We haven't had a chance to tie everything out for the end of the year because things are just are different, unusual. So,
yeah.
so we will have that for you for the next meeting, for both of the previous one and the current one. But the thermometers are on there from the Board Association that we use the MSY Building Capacity Mini Grant. We use that for masks and thermometers. The thermometer invoice was apparently in limbo. It has been located, and so that's why it's on the list of bills, and because typically we stop paying in September, but we want to spend that money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and that's, yeah, there's not a lot on there. Personal and family counseling services will start billing soon. Because I did get a question from the guy who sends the billing. So hopefully by the next meeting, we will see probably a lot of billings.
Okay.
Or help me grow.
Right.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I guess
Pass through money, right? It's just
Yeah.
passing through us.
I don't have any questions. Do you, Bob?
No.
So I'll make a motion that we approve the bills for September and October.
I will second that.
And all in favor? Aye.
Yeah,
I know. Okay, Michelle, you want to talk about?
Sure. Currently in our budget, we have more wraparound for family, children, or family-centered and support, family support. Yeah, see, family-centered services. If I just read my message there, I would see it. Okay.
Mhm.
We typically use wraparound more than, or less than we use respite. And right now, wraparound has a larger amount. And so for the remainder of the year, I thought we should probably move a little bit more into respite, so we don't have to, do another adjustment to the budget. Simply also because if we do decide to go every other month, our next meeting won't be till December, which is hard to believe.
I know.
That's what the first one is. The second one, the multi-system youth funding that Paige has been drawing down. I mean, it's unbelievable. We budgeted for 200,000 this year, and we have about 20 left. So I'm asking for another 100,000 increase in revenue and in appropriations, so that if she has more, we can spend it. Because otherwise, like I said, if we wait till December, that wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
And in December, I'll probably be bringing you a budget that is revised anyways, once I have the expenses, so that I can show you the county. I don't want to have any issues with too much expense, not enough revenue, that kind of thing.
Mhm. Okay. And we need to approve that, right?
Mhm.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we approve the line item transfer and amended certificate.
I'll second that.
Okay, and we're all in favor. Okay, the budget.
Okay, this is just the county budget for appropriations and receipts. It's just a planning document. It's not anything that we operate off of. Our fiscal year budget, state fiscal year budget is the one that we follow. Of course, though, the county requires a budget every year, every calendar year. So that's what this is. These are projections, and they can be changed at any time. And I will probably be changing them at the beginning of the year because I will know what the actual cash balance is in January when I get the report from the December closing. So the total is the revenue is 609,783, and then the expenses are a little bit higher, but there's plenty unappropriated. So you're looking at basically, $613,033 for revenue and expenses that's being put into appropriations. And
Is that higher than it usually is?
yes, and part of it is because of, well, the biggest part of it is MSY, the multi-system youth money. I mean, $200,000 in a year, and I'm asking for another 100,000. So that's, yeah, it's definitely larger. I know, because when I first saw it, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I'm like,
I don't see that slowing down. They have committed that we are going to be able to apply for MSY money. I mean, we are doing it now in this fiscal year 21, state fiscal year 21. I know she's working on a new application right now. And so what happens is she gets an initial application approved for, let's say 30,000 to cover 30 days or 60 days. Then every 30 days, she has to provide an updated report to the state on the progress of that child in treatment. And then when she's about 30 days out from the initial funding getting approved or being used up, she has, if that child still needs to stay where they're at, then she has to apply for another 30 days of funding. So it's just, it's a, you don't know what each child is going to eventually draw down, but we just have to request it within the incremented times that they've told us we need to. So, and we have had, the other thing, I don't know on that line item there. So JFS also gets funding. They get MSY funding also. And the first year they had to give us 5%. And this year they had to give us, I don't want to, the law said they were to give us 10%. So that is, that's a portion of that. And the only difference between the JFS MSY money is that we don't have to apply for that. So if we have kids, if we have somebody that just needs like a short-term respite or a short-term residential treatment somewhere, that is not going to be something that we have to apply in future months for, we can tap into that funding without having to apply to the state for it. So that's what, some of the shared funding agreements that we've done the last couple months, we're using that funding to pay for that before the MS. For some of those kids that are getting shared funding agreements amongst local agencies, like we're paying for like maybe like 30 or 35 days while the MSY application is being reviewed by the state. And then the MSY application kicks back to the date of application. And so then from that point, then the state MSY money kicks in and gets sent to us.
That money can't be used when it's technically respite and not treatment, right?
We can use, well, we can use it for like Alco. We can use it at Alco. We have used it for Maylee's home. So yeah, I mean, we can do that, yes. But it's a one-time deposit to us from JFS annually. And once it's gone, then it's gone.
Okay, okay. All right. So, any other questions? Bob, you have anything?
No,
Okay. And so we need to approve the budget, right?
Yes.
All right, I'll make a motion that we approve the budget.
I'll second it.
Okay. And we're all in favor.
Okay.
Was there anything else? That was the last,
Let me look at the agenda. I think that was just those 3 items, but there it is. Yes, just those 3 things.
okay,
And our committee will basically be recommending those, that will be the motion to the governing board to approve those items. We'll still need a second and then approval in the meeting.
I
Or
don't
just
think,
vote on that.
since it's a motion out of budget committee, you're not going to need a second
Okay.
at the meeting.
So then in the next meeting, Sylvia will just say, like, since she chaired it, she'll just make the motion to the governing board to approve this list of items.
The
Okay.
budget committee approved the September, October bills and.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's it.
so
Then.
we have a different Zoom number, right, to get into the governing board?
I was just going to tell you guys, yes, I had them set it up as a different number because I didn't know how I didn't know if Mike would stay on as the moderator through the whole meeting. And so he's the one that has control of letting people in and out. I just wasn't sure. I just didn't want people popping in and out of a meeting. So we did do a separate. So Bob, I don't know if you got that email or not.
I did.
Okay. So yeah, so you have about 13 minutes before our next meeting.
Okay,
Natalie
Well-
has power.
Oh, yay. Okay.
I'll miss you, but I'll see you soon.
So do we have to do a motion to exit out of the meeting?
I'll make the motion to adjourn the budget committee.
Thank you.
Second that.
Okay. And I'll put us out at 10:18.
Okay.